All right, everybody, welcome back to A-Hole Design, brought to you by our sponsors. The like button, it's pretty cool to click on down below the video, and also the Fallen Kingdom Minecraft server, where you can play on Minecraft Java 1.16 at play.fallenkingdom.co. Check it out, build up a kingdom, raid other kingdoms, maybe even my kingdom, but please don't win, because then you'll take my gold, and I wouldn't want that, right? You wouldn't do that to me. Now you probably are going to try to do that to me. So anyway, play.fallenkingdom.co. Ruin my kingdom. Make it actually fallen. All right, and let's start off with an honorary number 20 this week, actually, because I was looking through the captions and I didn't see anything mentioning it, which is shout out to Robinhood, the trading app, because you guys did a great job limiting or eliminating the trading on various securities this past week. Shout out, very cool. Let's move on to number 19. This letter requesting money disguised as a confiscation notice. I'm sorry, mail has just been the worst thing in the world since the Crown. I mean, even before the Crown, I've never particularly enjoyed getting mail in my adult life, because at best, it's like a bill that I was expecting to get, and at worst, it's a letter from the IRS about something the payroll company messed up 2 years ago that I thought was solved. Please stop harassing me about this. I pay my taxes, god dang it. But since the Crown, it's like you get the junk about it says pay to the order of and then your address. And it's like, a check doesn't do that. It doesn't put your address on the pay to the order of. You trying to scam me thinking it's like the stimulus check or something like that. And then people open it and it'll be like, we can get you a settlement of some, stop. I used to go like 2 or 3 days without getting any mail and it was blissful. Now, every day since the Crown started, it's like mail, 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 mail. Can you stop? Oh my God, it drives me up a wall. It's so much stress, I hate it. Can't uninstall Adobe apps without an account. Can't uninstall Adobe apps without an account. Does your computer come pre-installed with Adobe stuff? Because it's interesting. I'd honestly take a computer that's preloaded with Creative Cloud or something like that. That sounds pretty convenient. I use it a lot. The thumbnail that you clicked on here, that was made in Photoshop. So I don't know, but they probably then say, hey, you can't use this, even though it's on your computer. You can't use it unless you pay, which you have to create an account in order to do. So basically, whether you want it or don't want it, you probably need to make an account. So yeah, good, cool stuff. This website forced me to answer a 10-question survey to read my friend's sister's obituary. Answer a survey question to continue reading this content. I mean, I assume it's one of those like really weird websites that just carries people's personal information on it. But the only way that they're gonna, like, if it's free, then you are the product. Well, how do they make that happen? You do a survey. You click on an ad. It's something like that. So some just make it more blatant than others. And I can't say I'm surprised. This achievement requires you to make an in-app purchase. Cashed up, make an in-app purchase. So I guess you can't 100% the achievements unless you make an in-app purchase. It's it's kind of a weird achievement. Like, you wouldn't really be proud to get it. It would just kind of be like, oh, it exists. And interesting that after I made this purchase, I got an achievement for it. I guess that makes sense, but also, I don't know. Whatever. I'm kind of indifferent to it. It just like if I was designing a thing that had in-app purchases. Don't know what that thing would be. Not our sponsor to this show. I probably wouldn't link an achievement tied into it is all. That's kind of it's a strange game design thing to do, I guess. What a wonderful day to remind myself that I hate people. Are those plants covered in glitter? Look at the glitter everywhere. As you can tell, this is just Exhibit A. Glitter gets everywhere. Why this? Do I want my house to look like the countertop that these plants are on? I mean, if the answer to that question is yes, then go right ahead. Presumably the answer to that question is no. So therefore, why would you get that? And also, this unalives the plants, I'm pretty sure, because I don't think it's probably not good for it to have that on it, because it probably blocks photosynthesis and like messes with absorbing nutrients when you water it, and there's just probably a whole bunch of not good reasons to do this if you want the plant to survive. Someone posted this yesterday and people doubted them, but it really happens. Ring sends you a bunch of fake notifications to make you think you're missing all this activity. Once your trial ends, once you pay, no more notifications again. Really? They send you fake? There is motion at your front door? Huh. I mean, I don't have a subscription, and I can say I've not gotten that. So maybe selective, some, but not others. I don't know. Or you actually do a motion at your front door. This scam site overloads your history if you can't exit it. Oh, yeah, I've seen these so many times. Oh, God, it's the worst. You're trying to look up like some obscure fact or something, and you end up on a website, and then it doesn't give you the answer you're looking for. You're looking for like a release date to the next season of a show. And I should learn by this point that if it doesn't just immediately show, it means it probably hasn't been announced. And any site that you're going to click on is just baiting you into it. So they can be like, after this long article where you viewed all these ads, there's no announced release date, but we wanted to get you in here before we told you that. And then you try to hit back and it doesn't work. And then you go to the back button and you press and hold it so you see the list, and it's all redirects of that site, like for 20 listings until your back button doesn't go any further. And you're like, I appreciate it. Okay, cool. Thank you for manually navigating me back. I have to manually navigate back to Google now. I appreciate that. That's really cool of you guys. It's a great tactic. Clickbait websites suggesting to fix a normal thing dogs do by giving them milk, which can be potentially harmful to them. Fix a normal thing dogs do by giving them milk. It's an interesting title, but maybe we'll figure it out. If your dog licks his paws, top vets say to do this daily. Oh, I see. I didn't actually know you can't give dogs milk. I've never given a dog milk, just for clarification, but I also didn't know that milk is harmful to them, so it's a good thing to know. But I've never had a dog, so it's all good. Don't get mad at me. I didn't realize that I've never fed a dog milk. Just to be clear, I really reiterate this. Nearly pooped my pants when I pulled this top out of my mailbox, flip it over, bottom, and it's an ad for some law firm. How is this that kind of thing even legal? It's always the best. I mean, I've never got something like that before. That's very egregious, but you get something in the mail that like looks like something that's, I don't know, some legal notice that you're in trouble or something like that. And then I think for a second, if it was an actual, like a problem, they'd probably have to be someone at your door saying, "Are you Jardon?" And I'd be like, "Nope, he's not home." And then be like, "Oh, okay, guess I'll try back later." Applying an unremovable 1-cent discount so I can't apply their advertised 20% discount. Wow, that's big brain right there, dude. This product's already discounted. Wow, that 1-cent discount. Think of all the things that you can get with that. Back in 1850, man, you could probably buy like a loaf of bread with that 1-cent discount back in 1850, where the price of a house is 100. Like, imagine negotiating for the price of a house back in the mid 1800s. Like, I'm sorry, I can't do a cent above $108. All right. Just this property's not worth $109. I'm sorry. When you look at it, this gold chalk that my daughter received as a gift, white chalk, spray painted gold. Oh God, what a scam! I mean, what is that like? So do you just like you get the first pixel? I don't know what to call it. The first part. The first pixel of your line that you draw on the ground that has nothing to do with the display with pixels on it, but you get the idea. It's like it's got a little bit of gold and then it just turns into white. Imagine just how displeased you are as you start drawing with it. You're like, why is it white? And you double take and you're like, wait, is it a mistake? And you do it again with like another part, it's still white. What the? I feel like it probably wouldn't be that much more expensive to just actually make a gold product, but you know, if you don't want customers ever again, sure. I have a 14% free memory on my Samsung Smart TV. I haven't installed any app, and the ones already installed can't be removed. Use 700 megabytes, available 115. I mean, with that small onboard memory, I'm not surprised that it's taken up, to be honest with you. So Yeah, that's just annoying overall because it's like, well, there's so many things that you can download and you might want to add to it. I'm worried to check mine because I got it, I don't know, like 6 months ago or something like that. And fortunately, it came preloaded with all the things that I would need to have access for. But I don't like, if I wanted to add something else, would it allow me to? Would we have space on that thing? Maybe for a couple more. But I don't know if you can actually delete it because some of the things are like they're baked into the remote. They're hard, like there's a Netflix, there's an Amazon button, and there might be one other thing, but they're like actual buttons on the remote, and there aren't many buttons on the remote to begin with, so it's like, you can't remove those. They're on the remote, you definitely can't remove them. This $200 USD textbook is just a printout from the online version with useless hyperlinks and videos. That's so lazy. Oh god, and I bet it came in like just the papers, right? Like it didn't actually come bound in a book. It was just like a bunch of loose papers that you have to buy the binder for, and those loose papers were just printouts of something that was a PDF that works less because you can't actually click on the links and play the videos. Man, I do not miss going to school. I mean, stay in school, obviously, but there's some elements of the university cost system that seem questionable. Shutterfly adds a crown surcharge to their online purchases. Crown surcharge? Huh. I mean, there's probably a way to do this that's not like as egregious and poorly phrased. Like, I get the idea of if your business has been negatively impacted by the crown, which obviously many have, of trying to implement something that like a surcharge that kind of helps. But I don't know, just adding that in as a line item without any context is kind of cold. Because it's like, look, for a lot of things, take restaurants for example, if a restaurant wanted to charge more right now just because it helps them stay afloat, I would gladly pay extra to help. But I don't know, I guess it's hard. Also, when it comes to something that's like a web business based out of like a warehouse shipping things, is harder. You don't have as much of a personal connection to. Anyway, it's a tough situation that whatever. Food delivery service that tells you someone is at the door. Okay, we lied. Someone's at the door. Okay, it literally says, okay, we lied. Oh god. Oh, that's top quality notification right there. But someone could be at the door if you order. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you for making me think I accidentally ordered something, and I'm like, did I forget? Did somebody else get into my account? Like, what the frick is going on? I didn't order anything, I swear. That's why it's that. And then I'm sure some people have like seen that, and then they run to the door and they're like, what? I don't understand what's going on. God, it's the same thing as my stupid alarm company sending me an email saying your garage door is open. I'm just like, you guys kidding? But your garage door is open. But that's what could happen if you don't do this service. Felt like this sub would appreciate this statement. If you program a no button to say maybe later, you have failed at both interface design and basic consent. I mean, I don't know. They don't want to cut things off, right? They want to keep the door open for later. You might be thinking no, but if they don't give you the option to actually press no, then they don't know that for sure, and they can keep serving you ads or whatever else you're getting, updates. I don't know. So, it's just the rule of negotiation. Always keep the door open. Don't accept no for an answer, okay? And if you get to code in what the button says, then hey, you said maybe later. You said maybe later. And the top for the last month, cup design that makes the drink looks like it has actual fruit. Oh my god, that's so what? Wow, that's so convincing too. Oh my god. I would absolutely fall for that. Does it even taste like strawberry? Does it, I hope it tastes like strawberry at least, and it's just, you're digging through it, you're like, I could have sworn it looked like there were strawberries, but I can't see them. And then finally, like when you're done, you look at the side of the thing, you're like, wow, I've been had. I'm impressed at how realistic they made it look. Like it genuinely looks like there's still residue on the side. Maybe it's just because the picture is kind of JPEG'd out, but wow. Terrible. But also, very realistic looking. So, yeah. Okay. Well, that's a real a-hole design right there if I've ever seen one. Thanks for watching this last month of a-hole design. Make sure to like if you were frustrated by it. Subscribe here on Jordan Reacts. Good times, always. That way you get to catch all these videos. And check the playlist if you want to catch more a-hole design. You can catch the last a-hole design by clicking up here for the most recent one from about a month ago. And then the latest Mirror Music upload down there. Play.fallenkingdom.co for Minecraft server stuff. And I'll see you later.